Hello friends, my name is Sameer Avasthi. I am Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Babu Banasidas, Northern India Institute of Technology, Lucknow. Today I am going to teach you the subject Object Oriented System Design. My topic is the meaning of object orientation and object identity. So, first of all, what is meaning, what do you mean by object orientation? The real meaning of object orientation can be defined as a programming model, means this programming model is based upon the concept of object. Object contain data in the form of attribute and code in the form of method. In object oriented programming, computer programs are designed using the concept of object that interact with real world. This is the main concept, means in object oriented programming we have to think in terms of object. And before object orientation means object oriented programming model, before object oriented programming model, a procedural programming model was used, which is based upon the calling procedure. Now, one question is arise, what is procedure? My friends, answer is procedure and function. There are two things, one is procedure and other one is function. Function have some basic property, that is function should return a value, and procedure may or may not be return a value. So, procedure also known as routine, subroutine or function, or we can say that it simply consists of a series of computational steps to be carried out. Basically, basic concept of object orientation consists of these 4 points, these 5 points. First is the object, second one is the class, third one is attribute, fourth is operational functions, and last one is the polymorphism. These 5 concept, these 5 basic pillar of object orientation concept. So, first is the what is object. As all of you know that an object represent an entity either in physical form or in conceptual form, means it is a process or it is a software, anything. An object is a concept, it is an abstraction, a thing with sharp boundary and meaning for an application. So, whenever we think about an object, we think in 3 point. Actually, object has basic has some basic property. First one is the identity, means object has some identity, object having some state, objects having some behavior. Now, the question is, what is identity of an object? What do you mean by identity of an object? Identity of an object means a name. How we can define an object? State means state determine the value of its attribute, and behavior determined by how the object act or react to request from other object. Suppose this is a pen, and we can say this is an object, and object has its name, it's having some name, it's a pen of different company, it's having some state means having some attribute, like it's having some part, it's having some this tip and this point, and so there are so many things, there are so many attribute of this pen. Behavior, when we write this pen, this is a blue pen, its behavior. So, object having these 3 property means identity, state and behavior. Okay. And why object is represented as a rectangle. object as a represented as a rectangle with a underline name in UML. Actually, how can we represent an object in unified modeling language, that is UML? We represent an object using a rectangle with underline name. This is an object. Suppose we can draw a rectangle and like this. This is an object in unified modular language UML. Now, basically before object oriented versus procedure oriented operation, there are various languages used that use we in this language we use some procedural programming, like there are various languages like Fortran, Algol, COBOL, BASIC, Pascal, C. These are the programming language that we are used in procedure oriented way, but in language that we use in object oriented programming like C++, Java, C#, Python, PHP, Ruby, Perl and so on. There are the list very long, list is very long. So, there are actually object oriented versus procedural oriented way. We have to think in terms of object, but in process oriented or procedure oriented way we have to think in the form of functions, in the form of procedure. Now, object versus process. What is object? What is process? First of all, we just describe object. Now, object, the basic fundamental thing is object. Its object are in object oriented way. Now, second point is when we are going in object oriented process, the process is mostly bottom up manner, means we have to focus the basic building block of component. It is a bottom up manner, most important point. And the second one is this concept object oriented way, this concept are begin around late 1960s, means before 1960s we have are in process oriented way. So, fourth point is the recognize fundamental object and their behavior. In object orientation we recognize fundamental object and their behavior. Object know means what is the meaning of this line? Behavior and object and their behavior. Object know how to act, object know how to act. Second, another way is that directly addresses complexity through abstraction, classification and hierarchy. Object orient based design leads to system which are smaller based on stable intermediate form, more resilient to change and can evolve incrementally. So, these are the some concept of object oriented way. Now, when we think about in terms of process, these are the some points when we are think about in process oriented way, like object, process are also fundamental. When we think in terms of process, we think in terms of algorithm, okay. And when we think in terms of process, one more thing, it is a top down approach focused on input and output. In process orientation we have to focus what is input and what will be the output. This is our motto. And before 1960 the process orientation are begin around since the dawn of the computing, starting से process orientation में काम होता था. Now, approaches complexity by getting data abstraction and information hiding through clever tricks with function. In this process orientation we have apply some things, apply some tricks so that there is the program complexity will low, means when we think in terms of process orientation, we have to think that there are several functions, and we have to manage these functions in such a manner that the program complexity goes down. It appears to not scale up well, not real component to swap out, changes generally have wide scope, people end up packaging function into module or package which feel like object. Actually, in this process orientation, we have, there are so many language in process oriented way, like C, we have some structures, we have some structure that feel like a object. So, this is a object versus process information. And next slide is object oriented. What is the real meaning of object orientation? Real meaning of object oriented, what is the real meaning? Means object in object oriented system, object oriented system is one that is designed as a cooperating set of object, where code is simply just another property of an object, namely its behavior. Means one more question here. Suppose when we think in terms of memory, memory is generated only when an instance of a class is created. Instance of class means an object. When object is created, memory is allocated. So, it is a very important point. मेमोरी कब क्रिएट होती है? जब हम किसी क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं. एंड प्रोसेस ओरिएंटेड सिस्टम इज वन दैट डिजाइन एज ए सेट ऑफ सब रूटीन, ईच पासिंग अराउंड पीस ऑफ डेटा टू कम अप विद अ रिजल्ट. मीन्स प्रोसेस ओरिएंटेड वे में, हम कैसे काम करेंगे? प्रोसेस ओरिएंटेड वे में हम ऐसे फंक्शंस यूज करेंगे, ऐसे सब रूटीन्स यूज करेंगे जिनकी वजह जो मैसेज पास करें, मैसेज को पास करें और जो कंट्रोल को इस तरीके से पास करें कि हमारा प्रोग्राम जो है उसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ज़्यादा ना हो. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज ऑब्जेक्ट आइडेंटिटी. व्हाट इज ऑब्जेक्ट आइडेंटिटी? एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज अ रियल वर्ल्ड एलिमेंट. मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट in object oriented environment that may have a physical or conceptual existence, each object has 3 points, basic 3 points. What? First is the identity, second one is the state, third one is the behavior. Identity that distinguishes it from other object in the system. State that determine the characteristic property of an object as well as the value of the property that the object hold. Behavior that represent externally visible activity performed by an object in terms of change in its state. Now, object can be modeled according to the needs of an application. An object may have a physical existence, an object may have a physical existence like a customer or a car, or an intangible conceptual existence like a project, like a process, etc. An object may be anything, whether in terms of tangible or intangible. Now, these are the some example of object. In this table we are having some object, its identity, behavior and state. First of all, object is as an employee like me. I am an employee and my name is Samir. Now, my behavior is I am in job or retire. Then state is I am in job. There are two states here, in job and retired. So, this is the object. Object are having an employee. An employee means I am an object and employee class का हमने क्या काम किया? एक इंस्टेंस क्रिएट किया, दैट इज समीर. ओके, इस ये जो इंस्टेंस क्रिएट हुआ है इसकी आइडेंटिटी समीर, बिहेवियर, जॉब, रिटायर एंड स्टेट इज द इन जॉब और रिटायर्ड. दीज आर द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट. नाउ ऑब्जेक्ट मे बी अ बुक. नाउ book having some identity like book with title, object oriented technique, having some behavior, add exemplar, having this is an behavior. Now it's having some function like rent, available, reserve, not reserve, it's having some functions. Similarly, a sale, suppose a sale number 005 on 14th January 2021, send invoice is a function, now cancel is a function, and these are the behavior of this sale object. Now state having invoiced and cancelled, there are two state in this function sale. So object, there are so many example of object are of various types, like I think you people clear all these concept of object. Now moving towards the next slide, object oriented analysis. The main difference between object oriented analysis and other form of analysis is that in object oriented approach, requirement are organized around object, which integrate both data and function. They are modeled after real world object that the system interact with. In traditional analysis, traditionally there are two aspects. First is the primary task in object oriented analysis are first point is identifying the object. We have first task is we have to just identifying the object. Second point is organizing the object by creating object model diagram. Okay. Now third one is that defining the internal of the object or object attribute. Fourth is that defining the behavior of the object, and finally describing how the object interact. So our main motto is first have to identify the object. Suppose we have to identify the object, there are so many objects are there, number of objects are present, we have to identify those objects and using the object model diagram, organizing the object to create object model diagram. Now defining the internals of the object means object attribute. Once you have to find the object, then next step is to find the attribute of those object. Like an example of this pen are having some attribute. So we have to write down the attribute of an object. Now what is the behavior? Means object action. Third step is the behavior of an object, and describing how the object, finally describing how the object is interact. मीन्स सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है, ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम, ऑब्जेक्ट को हमें आइडेंटिफाई करना है. प्राइमरी टास्क इन ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड सिस्टम इज टू डिफाइन द ऑब्जेक्ट. सबसे पहले हमें ऑब्जेक्ट को पता करना है कि हमारे पास कौन कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट हो सकते हैं. देन वी हैव टू फाइंड द क्रिएट द मॉडल ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल डायग्राम, ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल डायग्राम. देन डिफाइनिंग द इंटरनल्स ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट के इंटरनल डिफाइन करेंगे. मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट के इंटरनल डिफाइन करने का मतलब क्या हुआ, उनके हम एट्रीब्यूट बताएंगे, ऑब्जेक्ट के एट्रीब्यूट हम बताएंगे कि ऑब्जेक्ट के एट्रीब्यूट कौन कौन से हैं. देन डिफाइनिंग द बिहेवियर ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट के एक्शंस एंड डिस्क्राइबिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट इंटरेक्ट. इन मूविंग टुवर्ड द फर्स्ट स्लाइड, दिस मूविंग टुवर्ड द फर्स्ट स्लाइड, द बेसिक कंसेप्ट जो मैंने आपको बताया था, there are three basic concepts: object, class, attribute, operation and polymorphism. Here the basic question is what is object? Object is anything. So in an object, when we think in terms of an object oriented way, we have to think in terms of an object. Means जो हमारे पास हमारा प्रोग्राम होगा, उसमें जो डेटा फ्लो होगा प्रोग्राम का, वो इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट होगा. अब इसको एक एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू समझा जा सकता है कि ऑब्जेक्ट कैन इंटरेक्ट विद ईच अदर. डेटा फ्लो data can flow in a function in terms of an object in an object oriented way. ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड वे में जो डेटा फ्लो रहेगा वो ऑब्जेक्ट के फॉर्म में रहेगा. एग्री. एंड इन प्रोसीजरल प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज और इन प्रोसीजरल प्रोग्रामिंग जो डेटा फ्लो है वो एक्चुअली ऑब्जेक्ट के फॉर्म में ना रह के प्रोसीजर और फंक्शंस के फॉर्म में रहता है. तो बेसिक हमने जो आज देखा वो ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड वर्सेस प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे को हमने समझा कि कैसे ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड और प्रोसीजरल ओरिएंटेड वे को हम डिफाइन करते हैं. एक्चुअली प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे में फंक्शंस देयर आर टू प्रॉपर्टी मीन्स फंक्शन शुड रिटर्न अ वैल्यू. फंक्शन कुछ वैल्यू रिटर्न करता है. अब यहाँ पे फंक्शन किसको वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा? व्हेन वी थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोसीजर, व्हेन वी थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे, फंक्शन वी आर think in terms of functions, in terms of subroutine. So these function return the value to the function they have called. Means हमें किस फंक्शन ने किसको वैल्यू रिटर्न की ये बताना है. तो फंक्शन किसी भी प्रोग्राम में, मैंने एक क्लास बनाई है, मैंने एक कुछ प्रोग्राम बनाया है, मैं प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड की बात कर रहा हूँ, वहीं पे फंक्शन आएगा. तो जो फंक्शन है हमारा, उसने जब मेन एक फंक्शन होता है, मेन फंक्शन होता है, एग्री. ये मेन फंक्शन के अंदर कई सारे डिफरेंट यूजर डिफाइंड और लाइब्रेरी फंक्शन इंक्लूड रहते हैं इस मेन फंक्शन के अंदर. सपोज करते हैं इस मेन फंक्शन के अंदर कई सारे फंक्शन हैं और वो फंक्शन, मैं यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल के थ्रू आपको बताता हूँ. सपोज करिए मैं प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे की बात कर रहा हूँ. सपोज कीजिए मैंने एक मेन प्रोग्राम बनाया, मेन. इस मेन के अंदर मैंने कुछ वेरिएबल डिफाइन किए, इंट ए, और एक फंक्शन डिफाइन कर दिया फन. नाउ फन को मैंने बाहर यूज कर लिया, फन हैविंग सम प्रॉपर्टी. दिस इज ए पिक्चर इन प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे. नाउ जैसे ही प्रोग्राम का कंट्रोल मेन के पास आएगा, सबसे पहले प्रोग्राम का कंट्रोल किसके पास जाएगा? मेन के पास जाएगा. मेन के पास कंट्रोल आया, वेरिएबल इंटीजर ए था, इंट ए डिफाइन हुआ हमने. देन फन के पास जैसे ही प्रोग्राम का कंट्रोल आया, तो देखिए यहाँ पे क्या होता है प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे में. फंक्शन जैसे ही हमने इसे कॉल किया, हमने इसको कॉल किया है, तो कंट्रोल हमारा जैसे कहाँ पे गया? तुरंत ही हमारा कंट्रोल फन के पास आ गया. अब फन एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, कंप्लीटली एग्जीक्यूट होगा, ये फंक्शन कंप्लीटली एग्जीक्यूट होगा. देन कंट्रोल गो टुवर्ड्स दिस लाइन, इसके पास आ जाएगा. तो इस फन ने कुछ वैल्यू रिटर्न की, जो भी और किसको रिटर्न की? फंक्शन ने किसको रिटर्न की? इस फन को रिटर्न की. तो फंक्शन और प्रोसीजर में डिफरेंस पता लगा. फंक्शन शुड रिटर्न अ वैल्यू एंड प्रोसीजर मे और मे नॉट बी रिटर्न अ वैल्यू. अब इसने ये वैल्यू जो रिटर्न की है फन को, ये वैल्यू फाइनली क्या होगा? मेन इज ऑल्सो ए फंक्शन, मेन इज ऑल्सो ए फंक्शन इन प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे. नाउ ये फन जो है फंक्शन, ये किसको वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा? मेन को. अब प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे देखने वाली बात क्या है कि ये जो मेन है वो किसको वैल्यू रिटर्न कर रहा है? सो इन प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे मेन ऑल्सो रिटर्न अ वैल्यू टू द सम फंक्शन. अब किसको किया इसने? मेन एक्चुअली ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को, मेन सारा जितने भी यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन हमने इसमें इंक्लूड किए हैं, वो सारे जितने भी यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन हमने इंक्लूड किए हैं वो सारे सबके सब कहाँ पे किसको वैल्यू रिटर्न कर रहे हैं? मेन को कर रहे हैं, और मेन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को वैल्यू रिटर्न कर रहा है. सो दिस इज द ओवरऑल पिक्चर, दिस इज द ओवरऑल पिक्चर इन ए प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड वे. वाइल इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड वे वी थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. अब हम ऑब्जेक्ट के बारे में ही बात करेंगे कि जो हमारे पास जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसके थ्रू ही हमें चलना है, और उसी के थ्रू, क्योंकि जब हम ऑब्जेक्ट को डिफाइन करेंगे, एक किसी इंस्टेंस क्रिएट करेंगे, तभी मेमोरी क्रिएट होगी. तो हमने आज की बच्चों क्या सीखा है आज की क्लास में कि ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड वर्सेस प्रोसीजर ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग में डिफरेंस क्या है, ऑब्जेक्ट वर्सेस प्रोसेस क्या है, एंड देन ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड इन प्रैक्टिस, what is the real meaning of object oriented in practice. Then object identity, what is object identity? Now some of the example of object and object oriented analysis, overall analysis, how we perform these overall analysis, and these are the some references where like James Rambaugh et al, and these are 3 basic book, you have to refer these books, and thank you.